have you found value in your ruin today in Klout Kourt?
No. I mean, I just woke up.
What do you mean, no? Oh, Jerry says he loves to eat hamsters in the summertime.
I mean,
they're
honestly,
delicious.
Same. I always threaten my hamster. If I'm gonna die, you're gonna go first.
You know, in the future, caller, I would just say be nicer. And, you know, there's more than enough Tame Impala to go around. Oh, Jerry says he once dated a walrus that did the same thing. And the walrus got with a killer whale. And then the killer whale ate the walrus. And that's the circle of life. Hello, welcome caller. Are you ready to present your case in front of the front page still?
I'll do my best. I don't know if I can represent myself well. Fuck it, it's Reddit, right?
All right, that's the right attitude. Why don't you start by telling a little bit about yourself and your case before the RPAN chat?
All right, so I'm in college, right? And I was inside my house, minding my own business, and my friends go on my front porch at 10:30 at night and start blasting music. So the cops come, and they go to give us a citation because we've been playing music before and had the cops come. But I have not been there for that. I come up, talk to the police, and get a citation, and I have to go to court.
Even though it's not your fault. Is that right, caller?
Even though it's not my fault. It is not my fault, no.
Can you frame your case in a guilty, not guilty fashion, though?
I'm not guilty for playing music outside my house too loud.
Okay. So basically, guys, vote guilty if you feel like caller is still a bastard, even though by association with his roommates for playing loud music. Not guilty if you don't think it's his fault.
He doesn't even live in the house. He doesn't even live in the house.
Who doesn't live in the house? Hey, hold on a second.
Let me music.
Caller, shut up for 1 second. Let me ask you this. Even though, you know, in this situation, you weren't the one playing loud music, in prior situations, have you partaken upon the loud music sessions and enjoyed loud music?
I mean, I enjoy loud music when there's people over, yeah.
Okay, so you have before partaken upon the loud music sessions that also probably raised the ire of your neighbors. Is that correct?
Yes, but I actually, yeah.
Okay, that's fair, and that's very good on you for being honest. We will try to rule on these cases as best we can, and the only way to do that is if you're honest. Let me ask you this. Somebody in chat, Tess, says, what type of music was being played on the night in question? Okay, there you go. Good question.
Great question. Classic rock.
Oh, classic rock. So not anything too offensive, not like Insane Clown Posse or, I don't know, country. I know a lot of people hate country, but what songs, what was in the classic rock playlist, if you don't mind us asking?
Probably some Steve Miller Band, maybe a little bit of Tom Petty, stuff like that.
Oh, wow, Tom Petty. That's a name I haven't heard in a long time. Any Zoomers in chat not know who Tom Petty is? Can I get a who is Tom Petty? What's your favorite song by Tom Petty?
Mary Jane's Last Dance.
Oh, Mary Jane's Last Dance. Classic song. Let's do this. It looks like Chad is leaning towards not guilty. It seems like a clear-cut situation where you guys, in general, maybe were doing something wrong in the past, but in this circumstance, you know, the punishment did not fit the crime. You didn't even blast the loud music on the night in question, but you got the citation. Now, can I ask you, the person who did blast loud music, your friend, was it?
Yes.
Your friend, has he offered any sort of help to you in these trying times?
You know, he said he'd help pay the fine if I get one. Besides that, not much.
But the fine, when do you find out if you get the fine or not?
May 31st.
Okay, wow, this is very interesting. Kind of like exactly the level of legal exposure that we want on Klout Kourt, which is small fines due to public nuisances. You have been found not guilty in Klout Kourt, so definitely see if you can get your friend to help pay. You have been found not guilty as of right now by Klout Kourt, so take this victory with you. Maybe show your friend this. He'll definitely now have to pay. So say it, random internet strangers on
awesome.
Reddit. Okay, have you found value in your call?
I'm sure she'll appreciate it.
Oh, okay, it's a she, not a he.
No, not a he, it's a she.
Okay, Got it. Well, whatever the case is, they have been ruled upon, and it is legally binding as far as anything under, like, say, $10, $20. So let me ask you, have you found value in your ruling today in Klout Kourt?
No, I'm like,
what do you mean, no? What the fuck? Wait, what do you mean? We just helped you out, bro.
I mean, I already felt like I wasn't guilty. I mean,
Get
you
the
just
fuck, all right,
didn't
you know
do
what?
much
Fuck
for
you.
me.
This guy. Fuck this guy. Caller said Matt. We provided a public service, us and about like 19,000 Redditors. And this guy was like, bro, whatever. I just got up. God damn it. Let's just move on to the next case.
Oh God, I don't know.
Okay, so some random person going, oh God, I don't know. Very interesting, compelling case. They called in. They should have had something prepared, and they just went, I don't know, and hung up. Very promising case. Oh, hello, caller.
Hi.
Hi. Welcome to Klout Kourt, an online interactive call-in show that you left a message saying just, I don't know. You're not a knower
I
type.
just don't know.
Let me ask you this, caller. What possessed you to call in if you don't know?
I was going through Reddit and I was like, hey, I've been getting a lot of scam calls. Let's just jump into this anyways.
So you've also been harassed by a lot of scammers because your numbers just, I guess you sign up for a lot of stuff with your phone number and you decided, hey, here's another thing I can sign up for and get scammed on.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, caller. Do you have any Google gift cards or I don't know how these scams work. Do you have any gift cards that you can input in? Jerry also gets bigger with gift cards. Isn't that right, Jerry? Or oh, Jerry says he takes Radio Shack gift cards only. Okay, Jerry.
That's a mood.
I hate to tell Jerry, but Radio Shack's been gone for a while. Okay, caller, let's do this. While the guilty continue to mount, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, and maybe we can try to pry a case out of your personality or your life.
Personality or life? I'm basically a weeb.
All right, great start on the case. I think you might be found guilty with the widest margin ever on Klout Kourt. So starting off with I don't know and I'm a weeb. This just an ignorant weeb is what your persona that you want to present to at this point 19,000 people on the internet is, hey, this is who I am. Just an ignorant weeb that likes to get scammed by calling into call-in shows, even though my number's already out there in the ether.
And I'm going to an IT class, and I'm trying to be a cybersecurity specialist, but goddamn, I am not smart.
Okay. Maybe focus on your weebdom instead of your IT prowess at this point, caller. We can only do so much at Klout Kourt to fairly represent yourself.
Bloody heck. Pokemon.
That's like saying I'm really somebody who listens to a lot of music. Oh yeah, what's your favorite band? And you're like, oh, I don't know, One Direction, the Rolling Stones, that obscure famous artist Kanye West. If you're a true weeb, give us some deep cuts. They're gonna respond more to not just Pokemon here.
Kobayashi and like cat girls and stuff. Like, it's been an obsession for like years.
Cat girls. Okay. Anything else?
Dragon Maid.
Oh, Dragon Maid. Let me ask you this, caller, because you are being aggressively found guilty. Let's do this. Let's do this, caller. What are you doing right now in life? You said you're going to school, is that correct?
I graduated May 27th. Well, I'm going to graduate May 27th.
Oh, wow. You're graduating pretty damn... Wait, hold on. May? Has that already occurred? What are we? We're in May.
Yeah.
Wait, that's 2 days from now.
May.
Holy crap.
2 days from now? What?
Wait, hold on. Wait, am I wrong?
You're bad at math. You're horrible
it's
at math.
It's May 15th. You said when are you graduating?
May 27th.
Oh, May 27th. Okay, so 10 days from now. Oh yeah, that's way farther along. No fucking caller, that's pretty soon. So you're gonna be graduating literally in like less than 20 days. You're gonna be moving on to your next stage in life. Oh wow, that's exciting stuff.
I'm terrified.
Yeah, you should be scared.
Yes.
You sound like a hot mess. Caller, let's do this to try to redeem you. What do you want to do with your degree? What do you want to do once you graduate?
Make money and just make enough money to feed me and my hamster. That's about it. That's all I care.
Okay, no, okay, fine. What do you want to do to feed the hamster, caller? Understand you need sustenance to live. By the way, what's your name of your hamster? Oh, hold on a second. Hold on a second.
Shadow.
Oh, Jerry says he loves to eat hamsters in the summertime.
I mean,
they're
honestly,
delicious.
Same. I always threaten my hamster if I'm gonna die, you're gonna go first.
So abusive towards pet. So add that to the list of qualities that you're presenting is 1, ignorant, 2, weeb, 3, just animal abuser. Okay.
Yeah,
caller,
pretty much.
Okay.
I'm
caller,
like the worst pet owner.
What do you want to do? What's your dream job once you graduate?
Sleep. Stay in my bed.
Did you say sleep?
Work.
What is wrong with you? That's not a job. I'm trying so hard to help you out. You know what? Fuck this.
I've accepted life.
Fuck. What do you mean sleep?
Never gonna give me what I want.
How is sleep a job? Who is getting paid to sleep?
Future is coming. Technology can probably make it happen. I don't know.
Future is coming. No, future. There's no variation of the future where you're gonna get paid to sleep, caller. You know what? I tried my best.
I can make it happen. I can automate my job.
You barely understand how phones and Weebdom works. You're not going to be able to create a new social paradigm where people get paid to sleep. All right, caller, you have been found guilty of being an ignorant weeb. Yes. Are you satisfied with your ruling today?
100%.
All right,
I don't even know what I did.
You existed, caller. That's what you did. You freaking damn it. Why? Okay, you're like that 4chan copy pasta. That penguin, like I'm so random personified.
I accept
Have you found value in your call today to Klout Kourt?
I went from horizontal on my bed to vertical, so yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
great. Glad to be of service to your hikimori life in a way where you're finally like a little bit more upright. Everything that you've said points to that you might be a Discord mod at this point. Please join the Discord at discord.gg/pow. Give us an update on your sad sword life once you graduate. Can you do that for us, caller?
I mean, everything is sad. Okay, sounds good. See ya.
Okay, take care. Bye. That was rough, guys. Let's reset the guilty counter and reset our lives from that last call. So sorry you guys had to hear that. I think your guilty counts were valid, and that's how we rule on these cases. You know, it's really just, do you like the person at a certain point? And with that, let's move on to the next case. We have a lot of potential cases. Okay, here's an interesting one. Hey, caller, welcome to Klout Kourt. How's it going?
Yeah. Oh, man, I'm cool. This is my first time calling in here.
Okay, great. Ready to present your case in front of all of our pan?
You know what? Why not? Let's go.
We usually like to hear a little bit about the caller before we start. So go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself.
All right. I'm 28 years old. I live in the Midwest, and I don't know. I like listening to music, but I feel like sometimes I can be kind of gatekeepy about listening to music. Be kind of an asshole. Like,
got it.
Very
nice.
Yeah.
You know what? That's very good that you have that self-awareness. Gatekeeping is bad, but also people who are really into things tend to be, really into them and gravitate towards gatekeeper-like actions. I think it's smart that you have that self-awareness. So can you frame your case in 5 to 10 seconds in a guilty, not guilty fashion?
I just want to know whether or not I'm guilty or not guilty about being a gatekeeper when it comes to listening to music. So
with that, caller, let me start asking you some questions. What's the last time you felt like you were being gatekeepy with your music taste?
I had a friend in my car, and we were listening to music, and they wanted to know what it was and like what I was listening to, and I was being kind of an asshole about it.
What type of music would you say is your specialty, or what type of music were you guys listening to in this instance where your friend was asking about that music?
Pop rock, maybe. We were listening to Tame Impala.
Tame Impala. Wait, that's not exactly a deep cut, caller. So wait, you're gatekeeping Tame Impala?
Yes, I swear to God.
Okay.
I knew I was being an asshole, okay? Like,
All right.
I didn't want to be, but
you were being
it was
an
funny.
asshole. Tame Impala. Yeah, why don't we just gatekeep the Rolling Stones or Metallica? You ever heard of this obscure band from the 90s? You've probably never heard of it. It's called Backstreet Boys. It's a very obscure band. Let me ask you this: when you were gatekeeping about it or fielding these questions, like what was the worst of it, or what did you do exactly?
They like we were jamming in the car listening to the song. My buddy was like, "Oh man, what's this song? It's really cool." I was like, "Oh man, I don't know." And they were like, "Well, can you look?" And I was like, "No, I don't want to." And I mean, I know I was being a dick about it.
It sounds to me like you're an asshole. I don't think that's even gatekeeping behavior. It sounds to me like you're just a shitty person. Why wouldn't you just... You knew it was Tame Impala and you just didn't want to tell them? Why?
Yeah, basically. I don't know.
Why?
I thought it was funny. Maybe we've been friends for a long time, so.
Okay, so you guys. Oh, okay, fair enough. You guys have that type of relationship where it's like, no, bro, and it's kind of playful. Give me an example of a time where that friend was like kind of shitty to you, so we can gauge like how much of this is a two-way street and just normal behavior between you guys.
I mean, I don't really have like a recent story.
Mostly it's just one directional, you being mean to this random friend. And also, you like Tame Impala, but you don't like sharing Tame Impala because you feel like that would make it too popular. Okay.
Right.
By a vote of 104 to 18, you have been found guilty in Klout Kourt of being a gatekeeper.
Okay.
In the future, caller, I would just say be nicer. And, there's more than enough Tame Impala to go around. If I may be so bold, if Tame Impala heard about your gatekeeper ways, how do you think they would feel?
No.
I think that's the main thing.
I'm sure they're pretty popular, but they probably wouldn't be cool with it,
Tame Impala's not sitting in their den of evil and going, we must keep our Tame Impala music to only the purebloods. Yeah, they're probably more like, hey, we want as many people to enjoy our music as possible. So with that, caller, have you found value in your verdict today in Klout Kourt, and will you change in the future?
I'm going to call my buddy right now. His name is Chase, and I'm going to tell him, man, a week ago we were listening to Tame Impala, okay?
All right, caller, take care. It sounds like you've found value, and you're moving your life towards the better. So that's what we try to do here at Klout Kourt, is provide value in this way. Thank you so much for your call.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks, guys.
Okay, thanks, and take care. All right, another Tame Impala fan ruled on. Guys, that makes it one Tame Impala found guilty. Good job. You guys did it, and I appreciate you guys hearing each of these cases and ruling on them to the best of your ability. Oh, Jerry says he likes Hootie and the Blowfish, and that's the only thing he listens to. That and Fish. Okay, wait, Jerry, hold on a second. Most of the bands you listen to just have the word fish in the name, and that's why you're interested? Or shut up, Jerry. Okay, Jerry mostly cares about bands with the word fish in the title, not so much the music. Let's hear the next case. We've mined Tame Impala for as much as comedic source as we can. Okay, this might be an interesting case.
Yeah, I live in backwoods ass Missouri.
Okay, backwards ass Missouri case. This caller had seen some doggies. Okay, let's try this case, guys. Hey, caller, welcome to Klout Kourt. How's it going?
Yo, what's up, man?
Welcome, and are you still ready to present your case?
I'm ready, baby. Let's go for it.
Okay, very nice. I love the confidence. Caller, go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself first, and then get on with your case by framing it in 5 to 10 seconds in a guilty, not guilty fashion.
I live in backwoods ass Missouri. This is Trump country. This is, you're going to pry my guns from my cold dead hands country. And just a real interesting group of people around here. Yeah, man, I was pulling up to an Aldi's the other day. It's about 90 degrees out here, humid as hell. I'm walking up through the parking lot, and I see two beautiful Weimaraners locked in this car. Windows are rolled
Doggies
up.
locked in the car on a hot summer day? Oh, that tends to happen a lot.
Yeah, I'd say, man, I'm about to call the police, but I think, and I go in and I talk to one of the employees there, they blast over the intercom, hey, whoever's got these dogs out here, you need to come out and get them. This white trash dude and his wife come out talking about how all this bullshit is typical for the area and like, oh my God, my dogs are burning up, saying how, this is ridiculous. I'm like, man, you're ridiculous. That's some bullshit. You can't have dogs out in the car on a hot day like this.
So you reported them
Yeah.
and you tried to make sure the dogs were safe. Very nice. Very clear-cut case, I think. Vote guilty if you think he was guilty of being a nosy Nancy. Vote not guilty if you think this guy is the protector of dogs that people need down in Trump country. When the two people that owned the dogs came back and they were complaining and everything else, did they finally roll down the window or did they drive away? What happened after?
That's a great question, man. This is the kicker. So they go back to the car. They're screaming about how I reported them and how I'm full of shit. But they get out there, they open the door, and the dogs run out. And they're running all over the parking lot. Somebody's got to grab them and wrangle them back into the car. So, man, just not a good situation.
Okay, so wait, they let the dogs out of the car and they started running around?
Yeah, man, exactly. So they go back out there. They're disgruntled. They open up the doors, and the dogs just bolt out. And, man, almost get hit a few times. One of the other people in the parking lot has to grab them. Dogs are like, I don't know, completely freaked out.
The dogs were freaked out. They went crazy from heat madness, probably.
You got it, man.
Then what happened, though? Did they drive away finally, or what happened? Did you guys give the doggy some water?
I can't speak to the water, man, but they wrangled the dogs, got them back in the car, and drove off to whatever trailer park they live in.
Good on you for doing this. By a vote of 72 to 14. You most likely will be found not guilty.
Yeah.
Let's go to the jury right now and see if the juror has any questions or any remarks about this case. Juror number 1, technically anal. What's your sentence for this caller? Guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty. I mean, you can't leave dogs in a hot car on a hot day, just being a good person.
Very nice. And the flames of not guiltiness have erupted for juror number 1. Kaboosh. Oh, look at that.
I'll take it.
All right. You've been found not guilty in Klout Kourt, caller. Have you found value in your call today? And are you going to go on to save more dogs in your...
Man, I can only hope I can be that special person for another group of dogs. I hope I never see it again, to be honest with you, but okay. I'll take the not guilty verdict.
All right. Very nice. Hey, thank you for calling in and being a good citizen to dog and mankind. Take care, caller. All right. Let's move on to the next case. Okay. Let's try this case out. Hold on just a second, guys. Hey, caller. Welcome to Klout Kourt.
Hi there.
Tell us a little bit about yourself first and then frame your case in a guilty, not guilty fashion if you can, caller.
Okay, so my name's Ben. I'm from Texas. I work for a roofing company. I'm a dad, and that's pretty much what I do. I work, game, and take care of my daughter.
Oh, wow. Very nice. A good dad to your daughter. How old is your daughter, if you don't mind me asking?
She is 3. She'll be 4 pretty soon.
Ah, wow. What a great age to be. What type of shows do you watch with her? Like Arthur or the dogs, the rescue dogs? I forget the pound rescuers. I forget the name. What type of shows is she into?
She loves Bluey and Puppy Pals, and we watched a lot of movies. I'd say her favorite movies are Frozen and Raya and the Last Dragon.
We stand daddies that are good to their daughters here at Klout Kourt, so good on you for that. And get on with your case then, if you can, caller.
So at the office, we have a Keurig coffee machine. There's one guy that'll leave it empty after he fills up his cup of coffee. Actually, there's 2 people in the office that'll do this. And when I find it like that, I will just fill up the water enough for one single cup of coffee. I won't fill it up all the way. I'm wondering if I'm guilty of being a selfish dickhead for doing that. Should I fill it up all the way?
Okay. Let me ask you this. This is a very interesting case. Why don't you fill it up all the way? Are you just too lazy to wait for it to go be filled all the way, or do you have some additional reasoning for that?
Well, there's only 2 other people regularly in that office, and they're the 2 culprits guilty of not filling it up when the water indicator's on.
These 2 culprits, they never fill it up. They're no fillers.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
I guess part of it is I'm lazy, and part of it is just kind of a vindictive
vindictive, passive aggressive. I fucking don't like that you're not filling it up, so I'm not gonna fill it up. I'm just gonna get mine type deal.
Exactly. It's a little fuck you, my personal fuck you to them.
Got it. Have you ever just talked directly to them and been like, hey guys, can we do this? Can we do honor system? And if you're the person that drains it, fill up the damn cup all the way in the future and talk to them directly instead of passively aggressively doing that?
No, I honestly haven't. I mean, they know there's one person that complains about it, but they just keep on doing
But
their thing.
you don't talk about it. There's not like a company-wide memo. You haven't gathered everybody in there and been like, hey guys, we need to fill up the cup. You know what? I also understand why that might be the case where you don't do that, because they're gonna flip it around and be like, well, this guy's an asshole for ordering us around on that. Why doesn't he just fucking do his thing and not worry about us? Does he think he's the Keurig, taskmaster or something? I do see that side of it as well. Yeah, juror number 1. Any insights, guilty or not guilty on this case? Juror number 1. Wake the fuck up. Wait, are they still here? Oh, fuck. The fucking juror left. How is there 20,000 people watching? Nobody wants to come in and weigh on this case in person? Come on. Well, in any case, caller, I think you've been found not guilty of being an asshole. It seems like, it's a complicated situation, but what you're doing, people agree with. Hey, I guess lesson learned. Instead of being direct with things, continue to fill up the Keurig just the right amount so you can get yours and fuck everybody else. Good job on that.
Hell yeah, they deserve it. Thank you for your time, sir.
All right, yeah. Hey, have you found value in your call today to Klout Kourt?
I'd say yes, I have.
Okay, great. You do have a young daughter, right? Can I ask you this?
Yeah.
If your daughter, instead of the Keurig thing, she goes to preschool and there's a frozen Laffy Taffy machine or something, and it needs to be filled up in the same way, and her preschool classmates don't ever fill it up. What would your advice to her be?
That's different because you're dealing with kids. I'd probably tell her to fill it up because then in the future when she's older, she won't be one of those assholes that don't fill it up.
Oh my gosh.
Just because she's a kid. But if she was an adult, I'd tell her, no, fuck them, don't fill it up.
Okay, all right. You know what? That's a very good answer. I'm surprised at how good of an answer and well-reasoned of an answer that is. That actually makes perfect sense to me. So yes, if it's a frozen Laffy Taffy machine, do the right thing. But if it's an adult, like frozen margarita machine, fuck them. Okay, that's actually really sound logic. And I respect and stand that. You know what, caller? I'm gonna ask you if you can join the Discord and give us an update on your case. Very good reasoning. Take care, caller. Thank you for calling in.
Thank you.
Another caller well served in Klout Kourt. Another young mind molded to be selfish and passive aggressive, at least when they turn into an adult. Okay, on to the next call. This is a good call. I can already tell it's a love story better than Twilight being presented. I'm guilty for judging, not guilty. Don't do guilty or not guilty until we get a case.
Hello?
Hello, caller. Welcome to Klout Kourt. Are you still ready to present your case?
I am. I'm nervous, but I am.
Okay, you know what? No reason to be nervous. Very, what do you call it? Very nice of you to call that out. I try to be as gentle and nice as possible if a caller's nervous. I know that this format is a little bit roasty in nature, and I can be bombastic and kind of yelly, but just know this, caller. I appreciate you calling in, and that puts you, a lot better than these mooks in the chat that haven't called in. So wear it as a badge of pride that you decided to call in and take control of your life and get anonymous, random guilty, not guilty verdicts from strangers on the internet.
Nice.
Tell us a little bit about yourself and then your case before the RPAN chat.
I am a 26-year-old woman. I'm a Spanish translator for this social services program. I love working with children and I love, working with the Spanish language, but the job is kind of very taxing right now. I've been having some mental health struggles, so it gets kind of hard at times.
Thank you for the brief intro. What's your case about? And can you frame it in 5 to 10 seconds in a guilty, not guilty fashion?
About a week ago, I cut ties with this guy that I'm still in love with.
Wow.
Because
a love story, guys. Everybody perk up, because this is serious, and this is going on right now. Is that right, caller?
Yeah. So cut ties with him because he accused me of being disloyal to him, even though we were never together.
Wait,
so, yeah.
You guys never had the relationship talk? You guys never made it Facebook official? Okay,
never.
Got it. All right. And
so,
what's the guilty,
guilty,
not guilty framing, though? Are you guilty of being an asshole for cutting ties? Is that the kind of the idea here?
Pretty much, yeah. Am I guilty of being an asshole for cutting ties with him? Am I guilty of actually being disloyal to him?
Guilty if you're guilty of cutting ties, and if we get a not guilty verdict, will you try to slide into the DMs?
Oh, I might.
Okay.
Well,
wow.
no, because
All right.
I
there's no I might, caller. This is Klout Kourt, and the rulings in related to love are final. So let's do this, caller.
Okay.
This is high stakes stuff. Let's talk about your sordid love affair with this. What do we call this mystery beau?
Call him Jay.
Let's start from the top. Why are you in love with him? What is so lovable about Jay?
Jay, I feel like the main thing with him is that he's a really funny guy. I really fall for dudes with a great sense of humor who don't take themselves too seriously.
How did you guys meet? Was it at a comedy club? And also, by the way, Jay is a very interesting way to designate this mystery of perhaps BF. Isn't that right, Jerry? Or. Okay. Wow, Jerry, no, you're not the J involved here. Relax. Sit back. I don't know if you know this or not, caller, but we have a seal of justice behind me that helps me preside on cases. His name is also Jerry, so it starts with a J. He's just having a little fun.
Oh, I know Jerry.
Okay. Continue on with your case, though. How did you guys meet?
We met on an anonymous chat app.
Oh, wow. What's the anonymous chat app? Is it Whisper Tinder?
It's called Antiland. Some people in the chat might know about it.
Bros in the chat be taking notes right now, straight up. Can you spell that? Also, hold on a second. Or. Okay, Jerry, he doesn't even have a smartphone. He has a seal phone, which is just a Nokia with a fish stapled on top of it that he licks periodically. So you guys met on an anonymous app like that. When did you guys first meet face to face? So you could determine that, he wasn't just a giant seal that expands and explodes.
So that was actually fairly recently. We met, started talking to each other back in September of last year, but I only just saw him face to face. I believe it was.
And how'd he look? Did he look good or bad to you? How was that first meeting? And what did you guys do?
So we went out for drinks. So I had come down. What happened was I went down to visit him because he's in a completely different state from me. He gets kind of awkward around girls sometimes, and he's been honest with me about that.
He's basically not the suave debonair type. He's kind of like the funny kind of ha-ha guy, but yet you're still in love with him. Is that correct?
Yes, I am.
Oh, wow. As the kids say, this is getting very juicy. Let's crescendo into what caused the break between you two. It sounds like things were going fine. He wasn't an uggo when you first met. You found him attractive enough. And even though he was a little awkward, you were even willing to accept that. From that end, what does he have to complain about? What caused the rift between you guys?
While we were talking, I think he was just getting over this other girl who he had also met on the same app. So the thing that happened was he told me he has 2 Instagram accounts.
That's a red flag if there's ever was one. Why this funny guy that tried to get hookups on Whisper Tinder have 2 Insta apps? What's going on there? Does he have a secret family?
He said one was his professional photography, he was into photography.
Interesting.
But he didn't like people from that particular app going onto that Instagram because he didn't really like showing that side of himself to
He'd be liking thirst traps on one app, and that's not professional is how I'm going to translate that. So what happened that caused the rift?
Okay. Basically, so little things where I broke his trust and he broke my trust would happen all throughout our relationship. Basically, he had started dating this girl even while knowing how I felt about him. And after they broke up is when I started kind of being passive aggressive towards him and stuff like that, because it's dude, you know how I feel about you, and you why
are you not asking me out now that there's no barrier to entry, so to speak? You know
that too, exactly. He basically went from a breakup to a casual hookup situation with a girl. Meanwhile, I actually came to him and was like, I will be your friend if you want to stay friends. If you want to be with me, I will be with you, but just give me a straight answer. And he just completely avoided.
He left you on red on that and decided to be banging some side hoes. Jerry, what do you think about this case? Oh, Jerry says he once dated a walrus that did the same thing, and the walrus got with a killer whale, and then the killer whale ate the walrus, and that's the circle of life. Okay, Jerry, not really helpful or relevant. Thank you for your input from the animal kingdom. What the fuck? Let me ask you, basically, you guys are not talking with each other, and he hasn't texted back at all after you said, like, hey, I'm tired of waiting. I'm tired of being left on red. I just want to not communicate anymore, correct?
Yeah, exactly. He saw that I was now talking to other dudes and called me disloyal, basically.
Oh, wow.
And so that's when I cut him off.
This dude don't deserve you. This dude don't deserve you. I'm going to call it right now. Fuck this dude. So he's not going to put a ring on it, but he doesn't like it when the cow goes to market, so to speak, and tries to get another, wait, hold on, that's misogynistic. Let's try a different analogy. You know what? I'm just gonna ask the jurors to help bail me out here. Juror number 1, Neurotransit. What do you think about this case? Guilty, not guilty?
Guilty. It was all going good for me until you said that he got mad at you for being disloyal. Like, that's a huge red flag for me, and sorry you had to deal with that.
All right, and the tentacles of guiltiness have squiggled for juror number 1. Let's move on to juror number 2.
I think guilty, definitely. And you don't want to be his rebound, right? Like, probably should have been.
No, I don't. I was willing to at first, but I don't.
And the tentacles of guiltiness have erupted for juror number 2. Okay, wow. It looks like the jurors have it right this time, and the chat, being the incels that they are, have no idea what's going on. They just want to see people hook up. They're so horned up, you know, caller. So that's why we have the jurors here to give you sound advice. And I'm gonna agree with the jurors instead of our pan chat on this. We're talking about her, and basically we're deciding if she should get back with this guy, but I think all answers point to no, caller. As the 2 jurors mentioned, that's a huge red flag. I gotta agree there. This guy just not that into you, straight up. I mean, I know it's hard to hear, and he's probably some fucking awkward guy that is funny, and that's all he has going for it. And for whatever reason, he doesn't see the value and see what a great gal you are. But just know this: love is not like a linear thing. Like a complete loser could be not into you, and a great guy with everything going for them could be into you. It's just no rhyme or reason to it. Sometimes when you get rejected, right, caller, you try to think about it in linear terms of, oh wow, like even that loser, sorry, but honestly, this guy sounds like a fucking loser. Doesn't appreciate me. I'm not gonna swing for the fences. But in fact, you should. You know, you sound like a great gal, like somebody who is loyal, and that's really, really valuable. The next guy you should go for somebody even better, even more funny, even more deserving, and okay, Jerry, she's not gonna fuck with you. You're a fucking cartoon seal that expands.
I was gonna say,
points.
Jerry, shoot me a message after this.
No, Jerry, do not shoot her a message. Or. Okay, if you get a text from a Nokia phone from 1995 with an invitation to play Snake from Jerry 42115, just don't respond to that message. You deserve better, caller. And just promise me this: you will take the advice of this Klout Kourt and go out there and seek the right guy you truly deserve, that really values you and sees you for the queen that you are.
No, I will. I promise.
Okay, great. Have you found value in your call today to Klout Kourt?
I have immense value.
Have a great day. Do not answer. If Jerry slides into the DMs, do not answer. This guy is the captain of Bro-Fi Broke University, okay? He ain't got no money. He ain't got no car. He's just a giant seal. Or. Okay, all right. He says he has some gold doubloons that he found one time when he was migrating from winter to summer season. I don't even know what that means, but you know what, caller, take care. Everybody, this concludes our stream for, May 15th. Thank you, everybody that joined in Okay, well, there you have it, guys. Everybody that joined us for the first time, be sure to join the Discord at discord.gg/pow. That is the best way to support the stream. Take care.